So here I am, still in another beautiful country, in a warmer climate, which I find is just so beneficial to me for my joints, how I feel, my mood, my mental health, everything. But when I was really thinking about creating this channel, and more so menopause as a whole, menopause really did make me rethink about my life. It made me rethink about what was important to me. And it also made me think about being kinder to myself. And although what I've started doing now by creating this channel and creating a business in travel, although that might take more of my time now, in the long run, it's actually going to free me up. It is going to give me the freedom that I want. And some people think, really, you're not making sense. But let me explain a bit more to you. So I'm creating an online business in travel. Travel is my passion, hence why I'm away now in this warm, beautiful country in Tunisia. And by building a business online, it's generating an extra income for me. So when I have an extra income, it means I can pay off my debt quicker. It means I can pay my bills. It means I can travel. It means I can do more with what I want. And when I'm able to travel, which is to warmer climates, it means that the warmth of the country that I'm in, like now, for example, it actually helps to alleviate and take some of the pain away from my joints, i.e. my knees. My knees are really bad and my back, because from when I used to do nursing, I sustained some injuries from patients and things, from situations. And the long story, the short of it basically is that I do suffer regularly now in pain. So I don't know about you, but I know doctors used to say to patients when you'd go and see them, you know, if you're suffering with pain, they always used to say, if you're able to travel, go to Spain or somewhere, which is like a short flight away from the UK, and, you know, being around in warmer climates, etc., because it'll help take off that pressure. You know, you'll be able in a warmer climate, you'll be able to be out more in the fresh air. You know, it'll help lift your spirits as well as help you with the pain that you're going through. So there is a method behind the madness as to why I like to travel, and why more so I focused my time into travel business. Secondly, when you build this travel business, there is an option, if you want to actually generate a passive income. So passive income is something that I could explain to you similarly like royalties. So for example, when Mariah Carey comes out now at Christmas time, we all know that famous song, All I Want for Christmas. She's currently out defrosting now, I believe. But yeah, when she created that song and produced it, every time that's played, she earns money. That's a royalty pay. Sorry, there's a fly around me. So that royalty pay she gets is for life, because for every time it's played every year at Christmas time, she will earn something from it, because she created and produced, wrote the lyrics or whatever for that song. So it's similar to the business. So once you do, or you know, once you have a certain level within the business, it becomes then passive, which means you will always get a certain amount of income coming through to you on a monthly basis. Now, in this travel business as well, you can actually earn up to 10 paydays. There's actually up to 10 paydays per month in this business, from different ways of earning money. So all of that motivates me and drives me to strive for more. But it also, in the long run, will help me be able to retire sooner, because I'm not working till I'm 67, unless I choose to. And if I do, it'll be in travel or something that I enjoy. And it doesn't feel like work. There's a true saying, like, you know, if you find that if you have a job, as it were, that you enjoy doing, it isn't actually a job, it's more like a hobby, because you're not afraid, or, you know, you don't fear the groundhog feeling that you would get every Sunday night into Monday, or whatever shift pattern, if you work a shift pattern, wherever it is for you. So for me, it is a case of being able to, you know, sorry, there's a fly buzzing around, it's driving me nuts. It is a case of having that extra stream of income, so that I can, you know, step away from the 9 to 5 grind. I'm working on that as we speak, and I'm with people who are of a similar mindset to me, different ages, different backgrounds. You know, we all have our goals and things that what we want from this business. There is nobody telling you what you've got to do and when you've got to do it. It's all flexible, and that's what I love. I don't want someone dictating to me. It's bad enough having to turn up to a 9 to 5 because that's the contract that you've signed to, and that's the job, right? But it's bad enough having that. So you don't want then someone then having to breathe down your neck and say, oh, you've got to do this, or this is your target, or there isn't any. It's really down to you. You put in what you want and what you feel like doing. At the end, ultimately, it's, it's, as I say, it's up to you. There's no pressure, and that's what I like. So with the menopause, mentally, you're already suffering and struggling, right? You have so many things going on. You're battling with your hormones, you're battling with your joint pains and everything else, the bloatedness, all the things that come with it, the fatigue. I mean, the tiredness right now is really, really bad. And I'm actually finding that the fatigue side of things is actually getting worse for me, even though I'm on HRT and, I'm drinking water and all the rest of it. So I am looking to change my diet as well when I get back from holiday. But yeah, I just wanted to do a video here because I just want people to understand that it's not actually about the money, it's about what money can do for you. I see money as a tool, okay? So we all need to keep a roof over our head, right? We all need to be able to pay bills, the utility bills. We need to put fuel in the car, we need to run a car. So that's what I see money for. It's a necessity to help me pay and have those things that I want in life. Now, I'm not really bothered about designer, I'm not really bothered about the latest gadget, whatever. For me, it's all just about being in a warmer climate, seeing different parts of the world, meeting interesting and wonderful people, and just growing my knowledge and my education through that way. I love, love, love that idea of being able to get on a plane and that takeoff feeling, and yeah, when you get off the plane and it's like a warm country and the heat hits you when you get off the plane, you can't just get away from that feeling, can you? And for those that have traveled and gone to a hot climate, you know what I mean. So I'm just jumping on here to say that I know money isn't everything, but it really does help you survive. I see money as well, it is energy, and I think it's all about your mindset. And I honestly think that what you put out, you will get back. What you are as a person is what you will ultimately have. And there's lots of things, and I could talk about with law of attraction and all sorts of things, because that's a massive area that I'm really into and have been for many years. And I follow different people on YouTube that are big into the law of attraction and things. And if you've watched The Secret, for those that know or read the book, there's a film called The Secret. That will explain about the different types of laws within that. That's very interesting for those who want to know more. Rhonda Byrne is the actual person who created and produced that film and wrote the book and wrote the actual film and everything. So it's definitely worth your while going in or reading that and looking it up. It's actually on here on YouTube. I have watched it. I repeated the film many a times just to sort of refresh my mind sometimes, just to sort of take it in. Sorry, there's a fly that's tickling me here. So if you want to know more about the law of attraction, I would definitely say recommend to do that. There's various different people on here, different channels, all to do with the law of attraction. Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks, I could go on and on and on. Joe Dispenza. There's different variations, meditations, all sorts of things from a spiritual sense. But I digress. So, like I say, when I talk about menopause and when I talk about freedom to me at my age now is really about the simple things in life. It's just being able to pay my bills, keep a roof over my head, keep the car running, and then jumping on that plane. That's basically it. I mean, obviously, yes, I got a house to run and I got other commitments as well, but those are the fundamentals for me. That's what makes me happy. That's what I look forward to. It helps me mentally, having something booked, knowing that I've got so many days, weeks, whatever, count down to the next holiday and the next holiday. That's what keeps me going. I've already got a week booked next year in Tenby, so I'm back in Tenby next year. So that will be lovely, and I've actually got the same apartment booked that I was in this year, so I'm looking forward to that because I know what to expect, and that apartment was lovely. It was really, really nice, right by the sea, literally. a stone's throw from the sea. If I look out the window, the sea is literally there, the beach. And that's what I like. I like being by the coast, and yeah, those are the things that I look forward to and what matter to me. But sorry, this fly is getting on my nerves. But I still would travel here. So yeah, I digress. But if you're looking to do something and you want to broaden your horizons, now you don't have to have experience in travel. You don't have to have had traveled anywhere. You know, you don't need to travel. That's just a choice. That's just my decision. That's just what I want out of things, you know, where I put my money. Sorry, this fly is doing overtime. However, if you would like to do something and you're 18 years of age or older, then please comment that you're interested and want to know more about this travel business that I'm in, and where you can get lots of free training and coaching and everything you need to get yourself up and running, to be independent and to do what you want with it. As long as you're compliant, you do all the training, and you know, you follow within the rules of what you need, because it is an actual business at the end of the day. Then please comment, and I will be happy to jump on a Zoom call with you, along with a business partner of mine, and we can then discuss, you know, yourself and what you're looking for, and to see if you're the right fit. So I will stop talking for now and just let you think about what it is you want. And I would suggest write down what freedom means to you. What is important to you about freedom? What is it you want out of life? Do you already have it? And if you do, great, share. Tell us what you do. Tell us what your freedom is. To me, sometimes it's just being able to just relax on the beach with a book. You know, I don't always get time to read like I used to. I love to get into a book, and I do like to hold a book. I know you can have like Kindles and all sorts of things, and I do have one, but I prefer an actual book. I like the smell of a book. I love going into libraries. I could sit in a library for hours. I just find that's my happy place, or one of my happy places. So being able to come down on the beach and actually read a book, priceless. You know, those are the things to me that you can't put money on, in my opinion. But anyway, I digress. So if you want to know more, if you'd like to know more about this opportunity, if you're really intrigued about, you know, my goals and aspirations, and, you know, you think it might be something you might want to do, then please let me know. Please comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Please, you know, introduce yourself. Let's grow this community, guys. And if you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe. And until the next video, take care from Tunisia.